everybody, and welcome to my latest YouTube video. Today we're mainly going to be talking about that weather pattern that is coming up, and it's going to be really interesting for much of the United States. Let's first start on the GFS model. That will show us a United States look on the upcoming weather. Looking at the GFS model, we see by 30 hours a large area of rain and heavy thunderstorms develop across the United States. These thunderstorms will be extremely strong, if not severe, and will mainly impacting the Missouri area. Now, those thunderstorms do need fuel, so taking a look at the GFS model, temperature-wise, you see very warm temperatures across most of the United States. This will be supportive of large, violent, severe thunderstorms, especially in the Missouri area. Taking this forward, you see temperatures really build in that area, getting up into the mid-60s. The instability as well as the dew points in that area will be supportive of severe weather. So if you live in the St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri area, or really anywhere in between, you should be watching for severe weather in the coming days. That severe weather threat continues in the south. The GFS shows intense temperatures here just to the south of Little Rock, Arkansas, where multiple supercell or tornadic thunderstorms could fire just south of there. So if you live in the Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi area, you should definitely be paying attention to the weather in the coming days, including Memphis. Taking a look at a more short-range or accurate view of the upcoming weather, the NAM-ST model will give us a good look on the overall pattern that's coming up. Taking this forward to 18 hours from now, you see big hailstorms erupt in the areas of Oklahoma. If you live south of Oklahoma City, then you should be expecting large hail tonight, as these storms will be bringing damaging winds, large hail, and a possibility of tornadoes. And that will continue into the Missouri area. The Missouri area, it will continue indeed, though I do think that northern Missouri may get spared due to a rain-cooled area. Southern Missouri and the Arkansas area, however, will not, by these fast-moving, dangerous tornadic thunderstorms. They will not spare anybody, and they'll be very intense. Impacts to the St. Louis area could be minimal, but expect at least a tornado warning or two in and around the St. Louis area. I'm not saying you're going to get hit by a tornado. I'm saying that there is a possibility of one, as well as large hail and damaging winds. The HRRR model here is going to show us an extreme short-range model run for the upcoming severe weather. And as playing this through, you can clearly see large hailstorms here erupt in the Oklahoma area and slamming here to the Missouri area. Could rain cool that air, which would be good news. That would weaken the fuel for thunderstorms. However, the thunderstorms refire in the Oklahoma area and will move into Missouri later. As soon as those thunderstorms develop, this will be that second wave. This will be just south and east of Oklahoma City, as well as the short-range storms that are coming in the next hours. These storms also have the possibility of producing large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. And as I stated before, looking at a more Oklahoma view on this short-range HRRR model, you do see intense thunderstorms already happening just west of Oklahoma City. Those do weaken out but quickly give way to some stronger thunderstorms just south and east of Oklahoma City. These hailstorms will be so intense that if you get caught in one, the hail could be the size of baseballs. And we've seen this before in Oklahoma and northern Texas, and this is nothing new to the people here, thank goodness. However, you need to stay out of these storms' way, especially if you're driving south from Oklahoma City, enabling travel to Dallas-Fort Worth. The National Weather Service here also agrees with me, citing an enhanced risk in South Texas for mainly hail. However, that risk goes all the way up to the Pennsylvania, New York, Indiana, and Ohio areas, where you can see intense severe thunderstorms all across this line. That tornado threat does remain in the Oklahoma, Texas area, but the real threat will be the hail. The wind threat, and we haven't gotten to the hail yet, stretches all the way up into New York, where you should see significant damaging winds. We did see a severe thunderstorm warning in the New York area, and it was quite an intense thunderstorm. A lot of people have been talking about that, but I'm afraid there will be more intense thunderstorms to come, especially south of that area. Buffalo, I don't think you're going to get in on this, but just south of you and just west of New York, near the Pennsylvania area, just north of Pittsburgh, that is going to be your center for severe thunderstorms. The real center resides itself in Texas, with a 30% area for damaging winds. The hail threat remains extreme in Texas. With this hatch risk, hail could get up to the size of baseballs. That 30% area says 30% within a given 25-mile area, which basically means your neighbor next door could receive a 30% chance of baseball or higher size hail. That is significant for Texas. I'm not saying you're going to get hail. I'm just saying that anywhere in this area, your hail chance is significantly more likely than a place like Pennsylvania. Day 2 also resides itself with a significant risk, posing itself as an enhanced risk that'll sit just west and basically engulfing the St. Louis area. This will be North Little Rock, Arkansas will also be affected by this enhanced risk. This is where severe weather could be very intense in the form of a line of supercell thunderstorms. That tornado threat does reside itself in Missouri, though I do think this will be moved a little bit west tonight due to a rain-cooled air threat, and maybe even a little bit south. I think our main tornado risk will be near the Little Rock, Arkansas area and just west of those areas, or really on the Oklahoma-Arkansas state border. However, the National Weather Service disagrees with a 10% area in Missouri. The wind threat is a 30% area. That's going to be in the Missouri and the Arkansas area. Everybody in these areas really needs to be taking shelter during this day if you get caught under a severe thunderstorm warning, really of any category, as these storms will be extremely intense and could bring down trees even on your home. That hail threat is not large as it is today in Texas with those big hailstorms. However, it does sit itself at a 50% chance, which is still very significant. That's a slight risk. And anywhere in this area, you could see hail almost to the size of baseballs, though it could get bigger, I think. And that bigger hail will likely be just south of Missouri on the Oklahoma-Arkansas border. Well, that's going to be about it. I hope you like, subscribe, comment. This is my home screen. And as always, stay positive. Stay focused on this severe weather. I need everybody on their A game, no matter who's watching. They need to be severe weather aware here. The risks are high, the risks are continuous, and I know it may seem like a lot, but I believe in you and staying safe for this severe weather season. I wish you luck and goodbye.